Hey there friends, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be looking at some CVC words. We're going to be looking at how we can listen for each of those sounds and how we can use those sounds to put them together, make words, and figure out what it is that we are looking at by matching it to a picture as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to be looking particularly at some CVC words with beginning letters today. The beginning letters are going to be B, F, N, Q or QU, and W. Now this is published by Lexia. It's one of their lessons, so thanks to Lexia for putting this out. It is awesome. And so those letters then are going to be the beginning of all of our words. We're going to hear those sounds. B saying B, F saying F, N saying N, QU saying Qu, and W saying W. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a look at some of these pictures here. We have a girl holding a trophy. She is winning. We have a web and we have wax. What is the beginning sound you hear in all three of those words? Win, web, and wax. Yeah, that's right, friends. It's W. So we hear w, 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 W. Let's look at another example. Here we have a picture of a queen, a quill, and a quote. What's the beginning sound you hear in all of those words? Queen, quill, quote. Very good. That first sound is qu, right? We hear qu, qu, queen, qu, qu, quill, and qu, qu, quote. At least I think that last word is quote. I'm not quite sure. But yes, we hear the sound qu. Do you know what letter says qu? Q, very good. So Q says Qu, and we know that Q always has its buddy letter U along with it, so we're going to have QU, Qu. Here we have a bat, a bus, and a boy. What is the beginning sound you hear in all three of those words? Bat, bus, boy. Very good. The first sound in all of those words is B, right? B, B, bat, B, B, bus, and B, B, boy. Can you tell me what letter says B? Yeah, that's right. B says B. So each of these words would start with the letter B. Here we have a fan, a fish, and a fox. What is the beginning sound you hear in each of those words? Fan, fish, and fox. Good. The beginning sound is F, right? Fan, fish, and fox. What letter says F? Yes, that's right. F says F. So each of these words would start with the letter F. Here we have a picture of a nose, nap, and nut. What's the beginning sound you hear in each of those words? Nose, nap, nut. Good, the beginning sound in each of those words is N. What letter says N? That's right, N says N. So each of these words would begin with the letter N. N, nose, N, nap, and N, nut. Remember, friends, that when we're saying the letter N, your tongue is going to touch the back of your teeth. And your lips are open. This is different from the letter M, where our lips are closed. This would be for words like mouse or map. So now, friends, we're going to be looking at how words can be the same and how they can be different. So here we have the word quit and the word bit. In the word quit, the first sound we hear is Qu. Do you hear the sound Qu at the beginning of quit? Very good. Now, friends, can you tell me what letter or letters say Qu? That's right. QU says Qu. So we typically think of Q as saying Qu, but we know that Q always has its buddy letter U next to it, so we can sort of think about them as being together. QU saying Qu. Now let's take a look at the word bit. What's the first sound you hear in bit? Very good. The first sound in bit is B. What letter says B? That's right. B says B. Now these words have the same ending. Qu, it, quit ends in the it sound, and bit, b, it also ends in the it sound. That makes them rhyming words. But how these words are different is that they have different beginning sounds. Quit starts with Q-U, qu, while bit starts with B, b. There's our it endings. We know that it is spelled I-T. So now all we need to do is fill in the beginning letters. Notice how the endings are the same. In the word quit, we decided that the first sound was qu, and it was made by the letters Q-U. So the word quit is spelled Q-U-I-T. In the word bit, we know it ends in the I-T, it ending, and we decided the first sound was B, made by the letter B. So we're going to put a B at the beginning to spell the word bit, B-I-T. Now here, friends, we have the I-G ending. Ig, ig. And then we have a picture of a box that is big. In the word big, we hear the ig ending, I-G. So all we need to do is figure out what that first sound is going to be. What is the first sound you hear in the word big? Good. The first sound in big is B. And what letter says B? That's right. B says B. So the word big is spelled B-I-G, and we can sound it out. B-I-G, big. Here we have a word that rhymes with big. This is a picture of a wig. These words have the same ending, I-G, ig, but their beginning sounds are different. What is the first sound you hear in wig? Good. The first sound in wig is W. What letter says W? Wonderful job, friends. W says W. So the word wig is spelled W-I-G and sounded out W-I-G, wig. Now this is another word that rhymes with big and wig. It still has the ig ending. This is a picture of a fig. The only sound that changed was the beginning sound. What's the first sound you hear in fig? Good. The first sound in fig is F. What letter says F? Very good. F says F. So the word fig is spelled F-I-G and pronounced F-I-G, fig. Now for this next part, friends, you may get a pencil and paper if you'd like to write along. Sticky notes or scraps of paper would work best, but you may also just watch if that is easier. So these are the sounds we're going to be working with. W, W, B, B, N, N, and F, F. What sound does W make? Good, W says W. What sound does B make? Good, B says B. What sound does N make? Good, N says N. And what sound does F make? Wonderful, F says F. This dog is wet. What is the first sound you hear in wet? Good, the first sound in wet is W. And what letter says W? Good, W says W. So we're going to put a W at the beginning of this word. If you have pencil and paper or some kind of scrap paper or sticky notes to write on, go ahead and write the word wet now. We can spell this word W-E-T, and we pronounce it w-et, wet. When you're done writing the word, go ahead and read it. Awesome job, friends. Wet. This is a word that rhymes with wet. It has the same ending sound, et. The only sound that changes is the beginning sound. This is a picture of a net. In the word net, what is the first sound you hear? If you'd like, you may write it on your paper. Good, the first sound in net is n. And what letter says n? Very good, N says n. So the word net is spelled N-E-T, and we can pronounce it n-e-t, net. If you haven't written this on your paper already and you would like to, go ahead and do it now. Awesome, let's keep going. So this lady is getting married, and a word we sometimes use to describe that is wed. Wed. We can see the ed ending, ed, so all we need to do is come up with that beginning sound. What is the first sound you hear in wed? Good, the first sound in wed is w. And what letter says w? That's right, W says w. Go ahead and write this word on your paper. The word wed is spelled W-E-D, and we pronounce it w-e-d, wed. Awesome job, friends. This word rhymes with wed. It has the same ending, ed, ed, but this word is fed, fed. What is the first sound you hear in fed? Very good, the first sound is f. And what letter says f? That's right, F says f. Go ahead and write the word fed on your paper and practice reading it. The word fed is spelled F-E-D and pronounced f-e-d, fed. Rock on, friends. This word also rhymes with fed and wed. It has the same ending, ed. The only sound that's changing is the beginning sound. In this case, the word is bed. What is the first sound you hear in bed? Yes, the first sound is b. And what letter says b? Yes, the first sound in bed is b, made by the letter B. Go ahead and write the word bed on your paper and practice reading it. The word bed is spelled B-E-D and pronounced b-e-d, bed. Awesome job, friends. So now let's see how these words are the same and how they're different. We have a picture of wag and a picture of bag. What is the same about the words wag and bag? That's right, they have the same ending. These words rhyme, so they both have the ag ending. B-ag and w-ag both end in ag. So then, friends, how are these words different? That's right, these words have different beginning sounds. What is the beginning sound you hear in wag? Good, the beginning sound in wag is w, made by the letter W. And what's the beginning sound you hear in bag? Good, the first sound in bag is b, made by the letter B. And good work, friends, you made it all the way to the end of our lesson. So now, let's hop on over to Seesaw and see what we're working on there. All right, friends, so here we are on Seesaw. The first thing we need to do is write our code word, right? We see it right in red over here. Our code word today is going to be the word wag, just like we had in that last example there, wag. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the text tool or the drawing tool to type or write the word wag and put it over here in our code word box. Then you're going to come on over to our pictures here and you're going to sound out each of these CVC words. So here we have a picture of a cat, a pot, a mug, a hen, pig, yak, bat, bus, dog, fox. Okay, and you can listen to those words again during the activity itself. So all you're going to do is use that text tool or that drawing tool to write out the words in each one of those boxes. Remember, one letter per sound in our CVC words here. So you're just going to write the beginning sound, the middle sound, and the ending sound there for each of those words. When you're done doing that, you can go ahead and hit that green check mark to get it turned in. All right, friends, that is all for today. Great work. Rock on, superstars. I can't wait to see the work that you turn in, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye for now.